Yeah, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Yeah, the Atari VCS is awesome. I love it, you know. It's got loads of games and there's more coming, like, you know. So, I also love the Sega Saturn, like, you know. And when I found out that we could play Sega Saturn games on my Atari VCS, I was really happy, you know. And so there's a few sites I found on Chrome that run Sega Saturn games. Now, not all the games work, but most of them seem to, you know. Now, some of the games run slowly a bit and there's audio issues, but it works, and you know what? It's good. I love it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go to Chrome and I'm going to show you the sites that have Sega Saturn games, but not only Sega Saturn games, but other systems too. But I love the Saturn. Back in the day, it was my console of choice. You know, I had it since '95. I didn't get my PlayStation until like 2000, and I didn't get me on 64 till like 2002. So for about eight something years, I had my Sega Saturn. And so, but the Atari VCS is awesome, and I love it. I love it. And so I'm going to show you the sites on Chrome. Now, my Atari VCS is just out of the box 8GB of RAM, 32GB of storage, right? And you know, for me, that's awesome. You know, that's awesome. Now, if you choose to upgrade your Atari VCS, I'm sure it could run these games better, you know. But I don't know that for sure. But I imagine the more RAM you have, the better, you know. But people tell me that when it comes to Sega Saturn games, it's hard to emulate them, you know. And I mean, people just don't want to put in the effort to make a good Sega Saturn emulator, or the ROMs for that matter, you know. But it works, and it's better than nothing, and I love the Sega Saturn. So I typed in Sega Saturn games online, you know, and I click this. Now there's the first site here is called retrogames.online, so you click that. Now this is the default page of Sega Saturn games. It's all alphabetical, right? Now at first I thought like that's all it was. No, there was no more than this. But you see this section here where it says play retro games online. Well, if you click that, you know, but first of all, it's going to take you to a different page. So it's a dirty page. That's why I'm looking away from the screen. Then you go back, right, and you click this, and now you have a whole bunch of Sega Saturn games, you know. Now you like keep getting stuff like this popping up. Protect your device and all this, you know. Just ignore that, you know, and just click this. See, here we go. So here's a whole bunch of Sega Saturn games. Now, not all of them work, you know. Alien Trilogy there, it doesn't work. I mean, it works for about 20 seconds, then it just stops working, you know. I don't know why that is, but it is. But some games work, some games don't, you know. And I'm using the PS4 controller to play the games, you know. So I'm going to show you an example of a game that doesn't work, you know. Well, Alien Trilogy, like I said, it starts up, but after 20 seconds the game stops, you know. So
line drive to center field.
So you got AMOC there, right? So I'm going to press the X button to start it up. You know, this game won't work. I just got a feeling it won't work. Because it should show you the percentage of how it's loading, if you know what I mean. 1%, 2%, 3%, but it's just saying loading game. So what's going to happen here is it's going to load up the Sega Saturn logo. Then it'll bring me to the dashboard of the Sega Saturn where you can play music and stuff. It won't actually launch the game. But if you see, we see what says loading game. It's not actually loading the game, you know. So here comes the startup logo, you know. You know. Now look, it says some games do run better than others, you know. But I'm just gonna skip this right. Yeah. So it's just gonna take me to the Sega Saturn dashboard, and it doesn't so that doesn't work, right? So I'm just gonna go back the back arrow here. You just click that, you know, and you're back here again. So yeah, some games work, some games don't work, right? So I'm gonna go to Andretti Racing, which does work, you know. So you just press the X button. Now, see the way it's showing the loading game there, 1, 2, 3, and that means it's actually loading the game, and it does work, like, you know. So once you see that, the game works. And Andretti Racing runs pretty good, like, you know. It's a game from EA. I actually had this on my Saturn back in the day, and it's stock car racing and IndyCar racing, you know. So yeah, once you see it actually loading, see 21, 22, 23, it has to get to 41, then the game will start, like, you know. Yeah, now it keeps showing that they really wanted to screw the VPN and all that, but just ignore that shit, you know. And yeah, so the game's going to start now. The Sega Saturn logo shows up. And you see what I'm saying? That this one runs better, like, you know. And when I found out that I could run Sega Saturn games on my Atari VCS, I was going, yes, you know. And this is Andretti Racing on the Sega Saturn. Yeah. Now, it's got audio issues and stuff like this, but the actual game plays really well. I'm just going to skip this, like, you know. And yeah, I'm using the PS4 controller, so this is awesome, in my opinion, you know. And yep. And you can just X all those jokes there to get rid of them, like, you know. Yeah, just keep Xing this stuff. Yeah, so once actually in the game, those ads and stuff don't show up, like, you know. Yeah, so just keep cancelling all that. I know it's annoying, but now just so you also has PlayStation games and other systems as well, like, you know. Yeah, just ignore all that. And yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so this is retro games that online, you know. And like, some games work, some games don't work. And so here we go, like, you know. Yeah, so like when I found out we could play Sega Saturn games on my Atari VCS, I was like, this is awesome, you know. So I'm gonna go back and so that red arrow there in the middle, just click that to go back, like, you know. So yeah, I mean, like, some games work, some games don't. I know that this doesn't work because I tried it before, you know. Like a Batman there, that works actually, you know. Battle Sport. I'm gonna see if this works, you know. No, this game won't work because it's not actually loading the game. It says loading game, but it's not. All it's doing is loading the title screen for the Sega Saturn, then the dashboard for the music. So this don't work either, you know. I know that for a fact. Once you see loading, you know, it actually shows you the percentage of the loading. You know what I mean? So yeah, but aside from that, some of this works at all, like, you know. You got bug. I'm gonna try bug, you know. No, just don't work either, you know. So anyway, yeah. So this is just one site that I found that actually runs Sega Saturn games, you know. Yeah, not all of them, but some of them. Now Castlevania, that does work. Symphony of the Night. So I'm gonna go to that. And well, it did work the other day. So look, it has a mind of its own. But the other day, this did work. So I don't know. So anyway, this is just one site, right, that I found that runs Sega Saturn games, right. And okay. So I'm gonna go to a site called VCS.com, and that runs Sega Saturn games as well. Not all of them, but some of them do. So it's just Sega Saturn game. Now when it comes to PlayStation and N64, like the Atari VCS is awesome. There's dozens of sites that play those games and plays them very, very well. But like I said, with the Sega Saturn, it's just it's just hard or whatever. I don't know why. But like I said, if you upgrade your Atari VCS, maybe those games will run better. I'm only assuming. But I'm happy with what I have. With the Atari VCS. So here's this other site here. It's called VCS.com. And this site has like a whole bunch of systems as well. But this has Sega Saturn games as well. And look, some games work, some games don't. But you have a whole bunch of systems. And if you click this here, you can view all systems. But right now, I'm on the Sega Saturn page. Now, Daytona USA works, and Sonic 3D Blast works. Now, these are games that I've actually tried out. I'm going to try something that I haven't actually tried before, see if it works. So I'm going to go to Saturn Bomberman, see if this works. So how this works is you click it, right, and you go down here, right. Now this is Saturn Bomberman by Hudson Soft in 1997, and Doing a Blaster came out for the Atari VCS, which was bought by BBG Entertainment, and it's essentially the same game, it's just called Doing a Blaster. Right, you're coming down here, right, and you have a whole bunch of different emulators, right. So the one that works with the Atari VCS is emulator JS, right. So you grab the mouse and you click inside the white circle like that, and then you come down here and you click the big arrow here, play game. Now then start game, just click that, right, and see if it actually works, and what I noticed that when games do work on this site, they actually run better than the last site that I was on. And because the last site was called RetroGames.online. This is called VCS.com. So just see if it works on that. Saturn Bomberman, it's like a 10-player game, back in the day. So you get two multi-taps, you plug them into the Saturn, you can have a 10-player game of Saturn Bomberman. But I just want to see if this works, because I didn't show it before, But the Atari VCS is awesome. All the awesome games in the Atari VCS store. There's more to come. Then we can play Xbox games through Xbox Cloud Gaming. So let's see if this works. Now this is the European Sega Saturn startup animation, whereas the last one was the Japanese, and yeah, seems to be working. Saturn Bomberman, Now the game that we really want to play is Doom for the Sega Saturn on my Atari VCS, but it doesn't seem to work for whatever reason. Yeah, so this seems to be working, Bomberman, and now just so you have to configure the controls, but I've done it already, so I don't have to do it again. And the cool thing is, once you configure the controller once, you don't have to do it for every single game, yeah. So Saturn Bomberman on the Atari VCS, this is awesome in my opinion. And yeah, brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. And if you want to go full screen, just click the arrows here in the bottom right, and full screen. So Saturn Bomberman, this is brilliant, like in my opinion, like, you know. Press start, game mode, normal, one player game. So awesome stuff, like, and when we found this out, I was like really happy, you know. Yeah, so the Atari VCS is awesome, people. Loud, so brilliant stuff, you know, brilliant stuff. Yeah, brilliant. And this only increases the value of the Atari VCS, in my opinion, because this game costs a lot of money, you know. And the buy a Saturn, and then the thing with the Sega Saturn is it comes with SCART cables and stuff like that, so you have to get a converter to actually plug it into your television. So it costs a lot of money, like, you know. And so there I am down the bottom, moving left and right, and yeah, so there's the bomb, and yeah, so it does run a bit slowly, but it's good. But I mean, I like it. And yeah, so pretty awesome. Now the only thing is, you can't just go back to the main VZ screen from here, which is unfortunate. What you have to do is you have to go back to the Atari VCS dashboard, go back into Chrome, then go back into VZ.com. You know, that's the only way to do it, unfortunately. But you know, it works, like, you know. So you just go back in, and you go back into VZ.com, and you know, brilliant. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, if you love Sega Saturn games, and if you want to play them on your Atari VCS, you can, like, you know. And there's so many ways to do it. You can even cast your phone screen onto your television screen by AirDroid, right, which is an app for your phone. And then you log into AirDroid on Google here, and you sync them up with the same password and everything. And if you have Sega Saturn games on your phone, you can show it on the screen. So that's another way to do it, you know. So so just like I said, Sega Saturn games online, just type that in, and like originally I was trying to find Sega Saturn Doom online, but for some reason I can't find a working version of it. So the first site here is retrogames.online. Right? Now some games do work, some games don't, you know. But then down here you have VZ.com, which when the games do run, they just run better, you know. And you just come down here. You have Atari 2600, NES, SNES, all this works, you know. Now, for some reason, PlayStation games, they won't load for some reason. I don't know why that is. Game Boy Advance, all that works. Now, Dreamcast won't work. To play Dreamcast games on the Atari VCS, I think you do have to upgrade your Atari VCS, you know. But for you all systems, I mean, you have Atari 5200, Commodore 64, you name it, all the old stuff. Like the Atari VCS will play no problem. With 8 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, for me that's good enough, because I prefer playing the older style games, you know. So, but Sega Saturn is one of my favourite. I mean, back in the day I had it, you know, and I thought it was awesome. So we have a whole bunch of games here. Maximum Force, I never played that before. So I'm going to try Maximum Force. So you just click it, you know, and it seems to be something like Virtua Cop or something like that, you know. So you come down here, right, and remember Emulator.js, right, you just click that, you know, and then you go down and you click Play Game, you know, and then you click Start Game, and you just let it do its thing, right. So you have to have patience, and you have to keep looking around, you know, because you will find a site that will run the game. It's just a matter of looking around and typing in words, you know, Sega Saturn online or retro games online. Once you put the word online after something like Sega Saturn online or Sega Mega Drive online or like the name of a game, you know, that's pretty much it. And some sites run better than others. Some have more games and features, but like the Atari VCS is awesome. And I'm not picky. Like a game can have bad graphics and bad frame rate, but I could still enjoy the game, you know. And yeah, so awesome. I love the Sega Saturn. So hopefully this works too. Maximum Force or something, I believe. I never played this before. Came out in 1998. So this it's made by Atari Games. Atari made this game. So yeah, that's something. I never knew that, you know, that Atari made this game. Came out in 1998, pretty much at the end of the Sega Saturn's life. Maximum Force. Yeah, it seems to be working. Midway, you know. Yeah, this is working. It seems to be working. I'm gonna go full screen here. Shoot the screen. Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission 3 is classified. Okay, so it is a sort of like you just move the cursor over something you shoot at, like I'm not actually doing that right now. That's all happening by itself. Okay, so the okay. Just exploded into bloody chunks. So, yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. Like, there was a lot of games like this back in the day, you know. Okay, so yeah, so that's a bunch of Sega Saturn games on the Atari VCS. I hope everyone has a good day. Take care, all the best, and bye bye, you know.